So let's dive in. See, so just as a little recap, in these three sessions, session number one, we talked about how to get more appointments by having a custom avatar that speaks directly to your clients. We talked about Wayne Hunter, and there's dozens and dozens of others. It was just Wayne we literally talked to last week and gotten more than 10 appointments this year already. So about 6 months through the year and the last 6 months from doing his custom avatar. We talked about getting more traffic. I guess I didn't show it, MC, on here. We're actually going to show it at the summit, exactly how we ranked #1 in Google overnight with an article. It no longer takes weeks, months, years to rank in Google. We ranked overnight #1. Now, it wasn't like we're going for marketing. We were going for, shoot, what the heck was it? It was SEO guide for MSPs. However, there are hundreds and hundreds of different blog posts and information out there for that. We were not ranked, and overnight we went from, at least we weren't in the top 10. Brand new article got #1, and we're going to talk more about that as well. But yesterday we showed you how to use your custom avatar to, in literal minutes, less than 5 minutes per time, to create a blog that works 24/7 for you to get traffic. And then today we're going to talk about, in session number 3, how to be the go-to expert using video without needing any knowledge of media, equipment, anything like that, or even appearing on video. So with that, MC, I think I did that all in one breath. I'm trying to go quick for the recap here. But how are we going to do this? Again, we're just going to talk about creating those videos without being on camera, media knowledge, or equipment. So that's what we got today. And MC, just as a little teaser, this is actually a real photo of one of our people who went through this last time, or video. Yes. Oh, look how happy he is. He's now an authority and an expert.
Awesome.
So yeah. So I know this looks like corny and cheesy and all of that. This took all of about 30 seconds to make that clip. But the thing is, video is really where it's at. It's where it's been at. So we've got to be using video. You got to be using video in everything that you are doing. So right before we dive into that, just gonna one last time mention our AI-powered MSP Summit. If you are a TMT member, you have 2 tickets with your membership. So just get registered. We're in Las Vegas, Chicago, and Newark this year. If you are not a member, through July 31st, you can come for just I think it's $99, $97 per ticket.
99, yep.
We feed you, you get drinks. They're great events. If you haven't been, just come to see what a real event should be like here. But this is a hands-on workshop where you're actually going to leave with stuff done, not a to-do list. And we got MC Tracy, myself. We got a new speaker we just found out about 2 days ago. So if you're on our list, you can look out for some of that. We're going to make that announcement. And of course, the whole thing's going to be led by the one and only Robin Robbins, who's going to talk about 3 strategies that are working right now that don't involve cold calling, prospecting, mailers, any of that, and can't be replaced by AI. So with that, let's talk about being the go-to expert using video. And got these little quick little ditties because they take, like I said, about 30 seconds to make in one of the programs we're going to show you today. And like this one, all we did was create this in Ideogram, and in the Google Doc that we've given you, we actually now added all the links to the tools that we used for today. And we want you to create free accounts in all of them. They have paid options. Most AI has like a free option than a paid option. Most either limit you, like how much you can use in a day, week, or month on the free options. Some have features that limit you on the free options. And then the other ones for the paid, obviously, more usage, more features, all of that good stuff. But today, sign up for the free options just so you can start playing with them. If you decide you like them, you can get the paid. The one thing I will say about AI, make sure until you know you're going to use it, just do the monthly option. I know it's always says like save 20%, sign up for annual and pay up front and everything. The thing is, if you don't know if you're going to use it that much, do it for a month or two, pay that extra $2 a month, that 20% or whatever. And then once you know you're going to be using it consistently, go ahead and get that savings and sign up for the year, because things change so fast. So we got this little guy. So we made a static image in Ideogram, and that's one of the links that's in that Google Doc that MC just posted the link to again, and then used what's called Runway ML in order to, like, all I said was animate this. That was the entire prompt. I mean, it's not like anyone's going and saying, hey, this is amazing. However, it's a lot better than just a static image, and it's for a slide. So give me a break, MC. Here, so MC makes amazing videos. I make these. So let's talk about why video first. So MC, before, like, you haven't seen this slide. We've never met before. I haven't talked to you before today. No, I'm kidding. But why do you think people should be using video over static images or text?
So I'm pretty heavily involved in our digital media. So things like Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, all that good stuff. And we consistently see over and over that videos are far outweighing static images. Even with our advertisements, we're almost exclusively doing only video, or at least animated plus video. Or at least animated and video, because people aren't really, they're scrolling right past the static images that have no movement. So we either do animated or video, and video far outweighs every single time. So we're talking click-through rates that are 0.3% for a static image versus click-through rates that are 1.2% for video. And that, once you start getting to, you know, a big reach and big audience, it starts to really impact your numbers.
Yeah, and I mean, MC, you're talking about, like, it sounds like crazy little numbers, 0.3 and 1.2. This is when you're reaching thousands and thousands of
That's right.
people, but that's a 400% increase in engagement. But here's some stats got online. So social media platforms and Facebook, or like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, they prioritize videos in their algorithms, leading to better visibility. So why the heck is this? All of those platforms want you to stay on that platform as long as possible. And obviously it takes longer to watch a video, even if it's a 3, 5, or 15-second video, than it does to just look at a picture. They know you're more engaged. They have more sales opportunities. They want your eyeballs. That's what they're paying for. So that's why all of those places want video over static images. Facebook videos specifically receive 135% more organic engagement than photos. Video ads, if you're doing ads, receive 600% more engagement than image ads, and 612% more likes and comments. Videos on landing pages increase conversion rates by 50%. So videos on your website versus static images. And then viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video, compared to 10% when reading it. So I say that as I'm reading it to you. So you will get like 1 out of every 10 words on that. If you only get 1 word, get video. Video is where it's at. So remember video. Okay, and where can you use video? Places like social posts, YouTube channel, web pages, blog posts, online ads, your presentations, webinars, trade shows. What else am I missing, MC? I know it's not an exhaustive list, but like, you can use videos everywhere. You thinking of anything?
Yeah, even sometimes emails, you can email to a video and get
Mm-hmm.
people to, you know, hit your YouTube channel or something like that. It starts increasing your engagement a lot.
Yeah, that's a huge point. Like, in your email, in the subject line, just put in like captions at the end, video, or video enclosed. It's like picture enclosed, and then do an image of the video with a little play button on it, like the YouTube start one, and they'll click on it, and that can be what takes them to either YouTube or your web page or anything. We find our click-through rate on that is so much higher many times, because they think they're going to be watching it in there. And some email programs do let you watch the video right inside the email. You can also use GIFs, GIFs or GIFs. MC, what's the official?
I say GIFs.
Okay, that's what I say too. So Air
GIF
5
is peanut butter.
that. Yeah, but it's so good. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna flip over to MC, and we're going to walk you guys through that Google Doc again. So I got to stop sharing. I'll screw this
Right.
go back to sharing on everything. So MC is going to open the Google Doc. We're going to have her share screen. You're going to want to open the Google Doc right now and have your web browser open. Now today we're going to not do everything live because some of these videos take a while to render and create. So we've pre-created videos, but we're going to show you the process of it. So you're going to want to scroll all the way down to that how to get or how to be the go-to authority or go-to expert using video. We have links to all three: Ideogram, InVideo, and RunwayML.com. We're going to really quickly show you Ideogram, and then we'll show you Runway, and then we'll spend most of our time on InVideo. Now, Ideogram is fantastic. You can do lots of things on it, but just for a quick one, MC, we need a logo. Let's say we're that vineyard in Portland, Oregon. That's what we've been doing with session 1 and 2. But how about create a logo for our Portland, Oregon vineyard? What should it be called? Hey, type in the chat what should be the name of our vineyard. You can keep going, MC, with some colors or anything like that using vineyard and wine imagery. And we'll see what chat puts in. What should we name our new special vineyard? So someone's saying, my video quality is amazing. At first I thought they were talking about the qualities of the videos I made. I think they're just talking about the camera I'm using. So anyways, it's called eMeet, E-M-E-E-T. That's all I know. It's 4K. Says AF. I'm not going to even guess what that stands for. eMeet 4K AF. There we go. Port to Port Vineyard. Okay. Next generation. Oh, let's see. Those are both good. Let's do Port to Port Vineyard. I want to see what it puts in there. Port to Port Vineyards.
Is that it? Port to Port?
It says Port de Port. Port de Port.
DE.
DE. So okay. I think it's a like play on Portland. So let's see what it does here. Boom, boom, boom. See, we're already 35% complete. And you can do a lot of this free on there. So we could have said what colors, what theme. So we got that Port to Port Vineyard. Got this one. Looks nice. Port to Port. That one. Excellent. So
which one's your favorite?
You know what? Let's see which one we should animate. Let's do this one because we kind of got a sunset here. So let's go ahead and download this video or this image.
Also, just everyone on, as you're using Ideogram, there are a couple of different things to look at. So you can do different sizes in your prompt. It will ask you what size you want. So this is a 1x1. You can do all different sizes there. You can also ask for a different style. So if you wanted it to look like 3D or like a design or realistic, you can also change the style and colors. And then also another great aspect to Ideogram is that they have this magic prompt option. So if you don't quite know what to do or what you want, you can also select an image out of the 4 it gives you and use this magic prompt, and it will kind of embellish your prompt and then generate more like the one that you prefer.
Yeah, and we might come back to that because it's going to take a minute in Runway. So why don't we go to Runway?
Okay.
And you downloaded the image. So this is runwayml.com. So, and I guess I should have asked if you actually have, do you have a login for Runway MC or should I share screen here?
Let's see. I don't know if I do.
We will find out. What do you want to create today? You got 0 credits.
Yeah, I have it.
But it's saying 0 credits. That's not great.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Why don't you send me, oh wait, I've got, hopefully we're using the same Ideogram here. Oh, maybe not. You have your like own personal Ideogram here, MC, that you use, a super secret one.
Guess so.
Okay, well, why don't you
let me send you over that picture.
Teams me the image. I'm going to share my screen here. So for Runway, because I want to like there's some free stuff that you can do in Runway, but some of the things that we do, you need to like if you're doing an image to video, I think you need credits for that. So am I sharing the right screen here? MC Runway.
Yes, we see Runway.
Okay. So when you shot me the image in Teams, now I got to open Teams. Everyone else see my Teams. Move that. And just doing this, doing all the things, guys. So play with Ideogram while we're doing it. Okay. Let's go ahead and download. Okay, so what I'm going to do in here in Runway is I'm going to upload the image we just had. And I haven't tried this with a logo, so we'll see. And again, because I write very complex font, animate this image, please.
Please.
So we'll generate. Now that's going to take a second with that. But one of the things that MC was talking about with those kind of the images and how you can upscale, and you can see these are all the ones we've done. Some of these will be previews, but let's just take a fun little one here. This guy getting a 404 error on this. So it created the magic prompt, and MC was talking about that. So what it does is, like, the original prompt that I put in was this: a photorealistic image in a rustic vineyard setting. Now, would I ever make this prompt this long? No. So what did I do? We'll show you later, or actually we'll just show you now, is from the blog that we wrote yesterday about Portland, Oregon vineyards data leaking. I asked ChatGPT, hey, can you write a prompt for Ideogram for an image for the blog? And it created this. So it did that. So that's a pretty good one. But then Ideogram goes and makes these magic prompts. Let's just change this, or I copied it. We're going to put that in here. And let's change it a little. Should we make it vineyard, a weathered female, female vineyard owner? Weathered seems a little mean. Okay. I shouldn't have done this. This is now I got to change all of these. I just wanted to really change 404 error. So this might be screwed up because we'll see how this goes. What should we say instead of 404 error, MC? I'm gonna go smile. Smile. I think I got rid of most of the he's in here. So let's go ahead and generate this. So if you have generations, you can just keep doing it, and it's super fast in there how it does these. I mean, we're at 53, 89%, and boom, we got them. So what do we got here? Smile. So now data is pouring out of their hair. That one is weathered. Yep. Smile and smile. We've got all those. A soft painterly image. I don't even know what painterly means, but that's one of their images. What if we say let's do cartoon style image of that. So you can change these, and it's super quick to make them, and you can ask other AI to create the prompts for these. You don't need to create the prompts. Okay, so we got that one. You want it to be a little bit easier. We got her. She's younger there. Younger. She's still waiting. And then back to being younger. Again, she looks concerned. So anyhow, that's just how easy it is in there. So let's go over to this one. Can I blow this up? How do where is it? There we go. Okay, I animated this, MC. Let's see what it looks like. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Ah, so on the logo, it's not doing a whole lot with that.
They went the easy route.
Yeah. They're I mean, I wasn't sure how it would work on a logo. It works a lot better on a picture or something like that. Or if I had told it, instead of just animate this image, please, I could have told it, hey, have the hills rolling or something like that. But especially with words and everything, not doing a whole lot on that. So like I said, super unimpressive, never use Runway. So MC, I'm going to stop share here and let's go to InVideo because
Okay.
that's really what we want to get to. So guys, go that third one. And InVideo is really cool software, and it just keeps getting better and better where it helps you create these videos. Now, in the free version, you're going to have watermarks and stuff, but that's fine. This will let you play with it. And if you ever like one, you can upgrade, get rid of the watermark on there and do it. And just while MC's doing that, I'm going to try and find pricing for you on these different things here. So like Ideogram, if you've managed subscription, what are we paying? So there's an $8 a month, which gives you 400 credits a month on top of like 100 extra credits a day that are like slow credits. I think we do the like $20 a month one because we're at 1,000 priority credits a month. Our graphics team uses this all of the time on there. And then for Runway plans and billing, let me check on that. And that one is, where is it? We pay a whopping $16.46 a month with tax. That's probably with the discount because we do use that quite a bit. Okay, so can you log into here? Or
Yes, I am logging in.
okay,
It's having me go to my
got it.
email, sending me a passcode, all that.
Okay, doing all the things on there. So guys, you can log into InVideo, and if you can't, like again, we're going to jump ahead on this one because InVideo does take several minutes to create the videos. It's definitely not instant, so I'm going to show you what the outputs are, but we want to show you how to do this and how simple it is in that. So we'll go ahead and do those in just a second here. So no pressure, MC. Let's see. We said our images and videos created using those tools, Creative Commons licensed. Okay, so a lot of these, if you do the paid versions of these, so like Ideogram, if you do the free version, it shows out the images. If you do the other ones, then it only gives you, or you have the capability to say it's a private image. And then so far, most law is saying that images or videos created by AI would be the same as a painter painting an image. So it would be like you can totally use it with that. The law could change tomorrow, could have changed yesterday for all I know, but you can use images and videos you do with AI in the vast majority of the US for the foreseeable future. There's a lot of laws and things going through or in different places, so you can keep up on that, but I am not an attorney, so before you do anything on that, I suppose I should say talk to your attorney. So but we use the images because to where we are, you can use them. So, okay, she's in InVideo. So what we're going to actually do though is go to that Google Doc that she had open, and we'll do the step by step. So it says, go to the conversation you had in session 2 where you created a blog, and then enter this prompt. So she's going to just copy that prompt, and then if she goes to ChatGPT, she can open the conversation from yesterday that she was having with Grace Hollings. So if it shows up on yours, you got like the left-hand side clapped or something.
Yes.
So
Here it is.
So
Is this right?
And if you don't want to do all this, I do have a sample prompt below.
Trending vineyard news.
Okay, there we go. So just put that prompt right in there. And again, if you don't have this still, I do have the prompt below that got spit out. But I said, I want you to put this blog into InVideo and make a video. Please give me a prompt I can cut and paste directly into InVideo. Okay, so it's saying create a 90-second explainer video based on the following blog post, blah, blah, blah. It's got all the information in there. Scene by scene storyboard. Say yes here. So it's asking for a scene by scene storyboard. So that's really what we want to do. Like your AI could be a little different. That's why it's different all the time. Like mine just went straight to a storyboard because I've used it a bunch of times for InVideo. So I think it knows that's what I want. So now she's just gonna copy and paste this entire thing. I don't know if it's all the way done. Oh, look at that. It is done. Okay. Copy, and then she'll paste that into InVideo. And then she's got that, and then just hit generate my video. So it'll start, and then it might start, it'll go through a couple things, and then it might ask a couple questions. So we'll wait just a second to see if it gets to the questions, and then I'm gonna share screen again, and we'll show you a finished product. And then by the time we're done, MCs and video might actually have it finished as well. So we'll see. Well, it's still analyzing it. So I'm thinking maybe just on the background. So sometimes it asks like some details about the video that you want, like do you want a male or female voice, or do you want it to be serious, or the attitude, or
Right.
anything like that. So it's going, it's doing its thing. So we'll see if it just does it right after the analyzing content. And if not, we'll just jump ahead and show you the complete ones. Okay. I'm impatient, so we're going to show the complete ones here for now. So let me share screen again. Oops.
We have a question. Are images
Okay.
and videos created using these tools, Creative Commons licensed? So anything that
I kind of answered that one before. I think you were in the, I did it while you were in the midst of doing other things. So I think we took care of that. So swap presenter and slideshow, and then got to get back to Zoom. It's the only problem with going back and forth a bunch. Share, share, share. Good. Okay. So where can you use video? All that done. Okay. So I did one. It's going to be different than MCs because it created a different one, but hopefully you'll be able to hear this as well. MCs, stop me if you can't hear it. But what this is this is the video InVideo created. I did exactly the prompts that we just gave to you from that, and here's what it created.
Is your vineyard teaching AI to leak your wine club data? AI tools like ChatGPT and Copilot are helping wineries save time, but pasting the wrong info into AI could cost you big. Private data can be stored or used to train future AI. Even giants like Samsung had leaks from AI misuse. Now imagine someone on your team doing the same. Suddenly your wine club's trust evaporates. New AI attack, prompt injection. Malicious commands hidden in everyday files. The AI doesn't know it's helping a hacker. Many wineries are vulnerable. No IT team. No clear policy. High stakes. How to protect your vineyard. Create an AI usage policy. Train your team. Use secure tools. Monitor AI activity. You don't need to fear AI, just guide it safely. Let's chat about protecting your vineyard's data and your story.
Okay, MC, what did we think about that?
Thought it was pretty great.
Yeah, so like not bad. Obviously, there was a couple parts towards the end where it's like train your tools, train your staff, blah 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 blah. Like it did it really quickly there, but that was all without me doing anything. That was just straight up cutting and pasting in from ChatGPT into InVideo with that. So you can go in and you can add commas, you can alter it, you can change images, the videos, everything in there. And it took about 6 or 7 minutes total to get that. Now I could have a call to action at the end. I could have a QR code that they could go to, a website, whatever I want, I can change throughout. But now, like when we're talking to you about your blogs, like I'm going to go to the next slide just so it's not just a black
screen. Is your vineyard
oh, there we go. So it's not a black screen. So you can do all this and just make it more interesting. So some people don't want to read a blog. They'd rather kind of listen to it. So you can actually, and this is what we do a lot of times, is have a video at the top of the blog. Now it's not exactly the same as the blog because for a video, the script would be slightly different, but ChatGPT knows that, so it changed the script. And certainly InVideo knows that, so it changed the script for that. So you can watch those, see how you want them, and they could be these quick little videos you can share on LinkedIn, in your blogs, Facebook, whatever. Put those out in your emails. I would be shocked if any of your competitors are doing that. And they're certainly not speaking to your niche's specific problems. My favorite line in there, MC, was when, hey, have a data breach and the trust your customers have in you evaporates. So it's like very, very good. Okay, so this one, we did the same exact one, except you can also do generative videos. So the other one's just using stock videos and clips in there. This one created it totally from scratch. Again, all I did was copy and paste the prompt in there. So, and I chose the style like a cartoonish Pixar Disney video from that. And don't worry about as much what we show you here. But one of the things we're showing you at the AI Summit is how you can use these. Like imagine an explainer video to schools on what DNS filtering is. And so they don't care about DNS filtering, but they care about keeping students off certain websites at schools. So if you had a little Pixar video that told a story about that, and you could have video ads with that, you can do this super simple using InVideo. And we're actually going to, at the summit, be showing you how and actually have videos that people can use right in their advertising with that go through this. And we got some fun ones that MC has been working on. We're not going to show those here because they're still works in progress because we're using like super new technology and it takes a long time. These are not ones you can just create in minutes because you've got to make scene after scene and do all sorts of big stuff. But the one I'm going to show you today is just a copy and paste. And I've actually never seen it. I watched about the first 20 seconds of it, but I'm like, I'll be surprised with this also. And we just wanted it to be a little bit more generative, a little bit more fun. So that's why I asked for the kind of cartoon style. So let's go ahead. This is the world premiere, MC. Yeah.
Excited to see it.
Exactly.
Bonjour, mes amis. I am Grandpa Grape, and I've been hanging around this vineyard for decades. Our little slice of paradise has always been a blend of tradition and innovation, just like a fine wine. But lately, there's a new flavor in the air, artificial intelligence. Ooh la la! It helps with everything from predicting harvests to managing our wine club. Très magnifique, but beware, my friends, this new technology can sometimes be as tricky as a corked bottle. One day, our dear winemaker Wally decided to use an AI tool to organize our precious customer list. Oh, non, he didn't realize he was pouring our secret blend into a public barrel. Suddenly, our customers' information was floating around like loose grape skins in the fermentation tank. But fear not, we learned to treat AI like we treat our finest wines, with care, respect, and proper storage. Remember, mes amis, a smart vineyard is a safe vineyard. Now, who's up for a tasting?
A story by Mike. There we go.
That's awesome.
So,
I'm sure the kids will love learning about wine.
I know. I like that a lot better than the other one. I'd probably like anything about wine, but I guess, again, I'm not telling you to do this exact thing, but we've actually made other claymation videos that were actually really good about taking a complex subject and making it super easy to understand visually. Again, this is where they're saying, hey, if you use video, like 95% retention versus 10% retention when it's just text on there. There's no way if you did the whole video that we showed right before this, people would take a lot away. But this one, they kind of got the story with it. There was the visual. Hey, he uploaded their customer list to AI and didn't realize they were using personally identifiable information in there. And that's a public setting. So it's what you need to know. And we could have a much stronger call to action. Again, this was all just taken from ChatGPT. I didn't even change the wording at all. So you could edit this before you ever put it into here to have stronger calls to action about, hey, to make sure you're using AI and you're protected using AI, give us a call or whatever in there. So with that, oh, there we go. MC, do you know if did your video go ahead and
so mine's still at 23%, but okay. I did take a screenshot of one of the questions that it will ask you. So I'm just gonna pull that up so that we can chat about that real fast. Okay. I'm gonna share this real fast. Okay, so it is going to ask you a couple of different things once you put in your prompt into InVideo. And first thing it's going to ask you is, what is your audience? So this one kind of figured it out that we are doing our video to vineyard owners and managers. It'll ask you how long you want the video. I moved this down to 1 minute. So You can select whichever time you'd like. And then it also asks you platform to ask about the aspect ratio. So do you want it to be vertical or do you want it to be landscape? So I did a landscape version for this. I will say that if you are using these videos for socials, usually the up and down Instagram reel, Facebook reel type video does perform better than the landscape videos on socials. So those are some questions it's going to ask you, and then you will, it'll start generating your video after that.
Okay, perfect. So guys, if you have any questions on that, we'll just get to the final stuff here. Like, again, said the heavy lifting was done in session 1 because we needed to create that guru. So hopefully you've seen it get a lot easier. And so now you have a way to create engaging content to turn kind of call it eyeballs into emails, looky-loos into leads, that whole thing. You've got a way to get more traffic to that information, and then you know how to do videos, so you can increase the engagement by like 600% on these things with it. So like this is just one tiny system, and quite frankly, like this is kind of 101 level stuff at this point. This was like cutting edge a year ago, and now this is like old news in AI. So what we're going to be doing at the AI Summit is really building on from here, because there's so much more we can do so easily that's even more effective than this, and much more sophisticated with this. It's not harder at all. It's just using the latest tools, but we needed you to know how to do this so that you can do the next things in there. So finally, again, what all did we do? Talk about converting prospects into leads, exploding your website traffic, and then creating videos. But one last thing. So yesterday, MC, we had a request. I showed a video of you waving yesterday. And do you remember what the request was?
Make me dance.
To make you dance. So went back in, and this is in Runway. That's the other tool we showed you. I just said,
gosh.
Well, let's see if let's do a reverse. Let's see if you can guess the prompt I put in to get this. MC, guess the prompt here. Should we show it? Should we show it again? So again, this was taken from a still video.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, like dancing in the rain. Like
okay, yeah, it's kind of
on
like that.
stage.
Like it wasn't exact, but
like
I said,
top hat.
Hey, please zoom out and show the woman in the photo doing an Irish jig. So I don't know if it got it. I only made it 5 seconds, so it took most of the time to zoom out. But we're kind of doing the Irish jig. It's the there. So there we go. So you're welcome, MC.
Thank you for that.
So guys, I hope you've gotten a lot out of this. I really hope that you actually use it to get more business for you, and would love to see you at the AI powered MSP Summit. Before we run, are there any final questions, MC?
Let's see here. We do have one. How do I clean up the avatar and save it as a template? In other words, clean the avatar up and optimize it for future individual blog efforts. So talking about creating that avatar that we did earlier.
Yeah, I mean, in session 1, like the outputs from that avatar that you loaded in, so those documents that those custom instructions and then the knowledge base, like you can change any of that. So if you want it to be a different voice, or you want it to be, say your guru is, I'm sorry, the avatar you're writing to is a 57-year-old male and it should be a 42-year-old female, just change that in the document that's in the knowledge base, and then hit update in the chat GPT part in there. So you can change anything. Like we were just doing it quick, and so we took exactly what chat GPT gave us about this, but you can change any of that. So definitely you could also rerun it saying, hey, my avatar is actually a 42-year-old female. Can you redo this? Redo this. So, and it'll totally redo things. You'll have to go back to session 1 in the videos, but anything that you don't agree with, like just tell it that, and it will totally redo all of those aspects of it. So it's a great question. Or if you could also have not just different niches, but you could have different avatars within the the same type of niche. So say you're going after commit business, like one of the people you have to sell it on is obviously the current IT team. And you can talk about their frustrations and worries. Like they're probably most worried that you're going to come in and try and replace them. And instead you're their secret weapon. And so you could talk to them differently than you would talk to maybe if you're talking to the CFO or something also at that business about why to hire outside for commit and do all that. So you could be talking to different avatars within the same niche as well. MC, did I clear that up at all,
Yeah.
or just make it more confusing?
No, that was
Okay.
fantastic.
Perfect.
You can also communicate directly to your guru in chat and edit further, and it'll update the memory. It'll remember all the things that you continue to train it. So you train it just like it would be a regular employee that you'd have on your team. You're treating this virtual assistant just like that. So they need the same kind of training where things that you like, things that you don't like, things to remember, and they'll remember better than a human employee as well. So I think we do have a couple questions. Charles said Ideogram is used primarily for creating still images. Yes.
Yep.
That is what Ideogram is for. I do love utilizing Ideogram. Sometimes you still need still images like on websites and things like that. So it's great for those kind of tools, or if you needed to do logos for your different types of services. So your cloud services versus your managed services or things like that. You can use those for your website. Let's see. There was one more.
You find that I'm looking, and Harold Mann nailed it. He said Lord of the Dance was like what I put in there. So that, I think that was Irish. Like Michael Flattery, that's like a callback to 1998. So MC, were you alive? And no, 1998? What were you, like
alive?
2?
I was alive and well.
So okay, and obviously watching Michael Flattery and Lord
Yes,
of the Dance.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was doing. I remember those days. So we have another question that says Doodle explainer videos, are those still a popular tool?
They can be. I mean, and those are those like hand drawn. It's like a person drawing on a dry erase board type of thing, and it becomes a thing. Listen, guys, you really got to just try the different ones on those and see what resonates, what your style is, what the your audience resonates with. Anything you can do to take a complex subject and make it easier to understand and more memorable and more engaging, more entertaining is really what we're trying to do here. So we're not doing this just to be silly on this, but like if you actually created Pixar videos, Pixar style videos for a niche, like if you're going after schools, that could be amazing. Even if you're not, like Pixar videos, I mean, adults love them too. And you could say, hey, I created an easy to understand way to actually say what cybersecurity does for your business. And with my alter ego, that's a Pixar style MC or whatever type of thing. So you don't have to be super serious all of the time, and you probably shouldn't be. People want to do business with other people that they like. And so this shows some character and is fun. And I guarantee, like some of those videos, like that first one we showed with all the little clips, it might be informative, but no one's sharing that. The Pixar one, like they would share that with other friends on that. And like that was straight out of there. Now you can make it have the same person, like our vineyard owner and workers, they change from like cartoon to an older guy to a younger guy to a jolly guy who looked like a chef to lots of people. You can tell it to keep the same character throughout as you edit it, and you can have the same character video after video. So you can create a whole series of these. We got three more messages. Can you give a estimated total cost? Yeah, I think we gave that. Like one was $15, one was started at $8, and the other one was like $20 or something like that. Now, if you're doing those Pixar style videos, those are more because they take a lot of computing power. So I think for those to get enough of those that we do in a month, but we do a lot of video and everything. So I think we're at like $80 a month, but still, like if I had to get any of that commissioned, like it would be thousands of dollars to have somebody else do. So $80 a month where I can get several videos that are totally AI generated, that are like Pixar or Claymation or any of that. That's super cheap if you're going to use it. So
Yeah, we have another question for you. Okay, so trying to understand the 3 different tools. Is Runway ML primarily about translating text to video, or what's the primary purpose of Runway?
yeah, so there's some overlap with it, but yeah, Ideogram is mostly image. Then Runway, I really like it for short little videos. Now you can string together their little videos, and they've gotten good at that. And then InVideo, the difference is it's really good with longer videos and like explainer type videos specifically made for like social media or blogs or YouTube with that. So there is some overlap between like a Runway and an InVideo, but you'll just have different use cases.
Awesome. I think
Okay,
that's
all.
everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you, MC, and
Thank you, Mike.
keep up the dancing. Never stop
Oh
dancing,
my
MC.
gosh.
Never stop
Okay.
dancing.
All
Thank you
right.
all. We'll talk to you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.